right, let's try this again. All right, I see some movement on my audio meter. Okay, good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live. Here we are once again, having fun.
Fun and welcome everybody to our favorite hour of the week right here with our friends on YouTube. Before I say anything else, I want to thank Marcy. She's been our admin for 5 years, has never missed a Sunday, and she's just been awesome. But she decided that after 5 years, it was time to retire. So I just want to say to Marcy, we just cannot appreciate you enough. Thank you so much for the time you've given us, and thank you for your support. And I hope to see you right here in the funny pages. Okay.
All right, your audio's a bit low. So you're gonna have to speak up. Not that that's a problem for you.
No, it really isn't.
No. So let me see what I can do here.
Okay.
Start speaking anytime you want there, Sally. Crying out
okay,
loud.
Okay. So I know this isn't the first.
Okay, now you're yelling.
I'm trying to control my voice, folks. So the first one that I have, and I know that we've had some folks that have asked questions that have gotten dropped off because of the restart. But we're going to start with Starry. And Starry wants to know, how can I remove Teresa and her evil from my life? Okay.
Are you starting at the beginning on a chat that doesn't exist anymore?
No.
Okay. I don't have Starry. I have O'Neill.
Oh, okay. Yes, I have two before you.
Okay.
Well, first off, by not giving them any attention. Because the more attention you give them, the more I know you don't mean to, but the more attention you give them, the more you're encouraging them to engage with you. Well, let's see what the cards have to say, Star. You certainly don't want an evil Teresa in her life. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we have the 4 points. So it says that you could be a little bit more open. So you don't have to be so guarded about her. The Chariot is telling me that she's not going anywhere. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the Chariot's reminding you that this Teresa person is not going anywhere. This is somebody that you really should not pour your resources, and I think that's talking about your emotional resources here. And it says that the best thing you can do is recognize that this gets you ungrounded. And so whenever you're close to her, I want you to take a second to close your eyes and make sure that you are well grounded, and maybe say the Lord's Prayer quick 3 times. Just put an aura of white light around you, because I think it'll be easier for you to stand being close to somebody evil if you protect yourself from evil. If you need an actual object, then use rosemary oil on the back of the nape of your neck. It's very good against negativity.
Who's next, Sally?
O'Neill. And O'Neill wants to know, may I have guidance for the week?
No. Don't do that.
Oh, okay. So O'Neill and guidance for the week. a lot of wands, but it talks about fire energy. And this is a week where you need to start to work on being motivated, because there's this warning against, procrastinating or not taking action. This is an action week for you. And if you don't make it, it's sort of like a necessity. If you don't move to this week on certain issues, then your opportunity will go away. Because that's the one thing the cards are saying to you very strong is get some motivation, get some fire behind you, get moving.
All right, next we have Patty C, who's looking for spirit messages with the cards.
All right. The lovely Patty C. Always nice to see her. And spirit messages. Spirit messages. Mm-hmm. Ten of Swords reversed. You have the Three of Wands dead center, and you have the Four of Wands ahead of you. And what it's saying, what the Spirit is saying, is they're recognizing that over the past little while, things have happened that have really been a blow to you. You've got this Ten of Swords, but the Ten of Swords reversed. So it's saying that even though you've had all these things happen to you, you're going to find that it starts to turn around for you. And you go from being in a Three of Swords place to being a Three of Swords to being Three of Wands. Excuse me. On that, folks. So you go from a place of passing sorrow. So there's some grief here that's kind of moving away from you, because right now you're sort of full focused on, man, how do I get things together? How do I get my life moving ahead? Which is a good place for you to be. It's much better than this. This is stagnant. This is moving. So you're getting into a moving period of your life. And there's a reminder here that you have a bigger support group than you realize around you. So don't be afraid to contact people from your past, people that you haven't talked to in a long time. Because there are those there who can speak up for you, those there who can help you. And that card says don't hesitate to ask for help, whatever help you need.
And our next question comes from Divine Oracle Podcast, who wants to know how their flight will go.
Okay. I really feel like there's going to be a little bit of turbulence, and it's not going to be anything, but it's going to be just enough to be a little nerve-wracking. Yeah. So what it is saying is that, I do think that you're going to have some turbulence along the way here. It's also saying that I'm wondering if you might get a chance to upgrade your seats. Because I'm seeing something, I'm seeing kind of something being offered to you. So I think that there might be some inconvenience while you're still at the airport, because they do offer you kind of an olive leaf. Whether that's just a gift certificate for a drink or whether it's an upgrade, bonus. But if the worst you got is a little bit of bumpiness, then you're doing good. Plane is not going to crash.
All right, next we have Patricia, who's looking for spirit guide messages.
Patricia. And spirit guidance. What do Patricia's guidance? One message I get from one of your guides who has really sad dog eyes is saying, trust us. So I think your guides don't just talk to you, speak to you in words. They speak to you in actions and attitudes as well. Yeah, they are reminding you that you don't always listen. This is true. You don't always listen. You don't always you don't always you don't always move when you need to move. There's this there's kind of an ennui, if you will,
A what?
a boredom, ennui. So there's this boredom, this feeling of tediousness through that goes probably starts. I think it's for most of the months of August, and it feels like you really have to push yourself to move ahead and get things done. And when it is the hardest to not procrastinate is exactly when you do need to not procrastinate. So whatever it is that you could do to get yourself moving, whether it's an extra cup of coffee in the morning or maybe some morning thunder tea, whatever you could do to get yourself a little bit more active, a little bit more motivated. You might have to fake it until you make it.
And next we have another Patty who wants to know what's coming up for the week ahead.
All right. And this is Patty with hyacinth, so maybe she's from Hawaii. What's coming up for the week ahead? This is a money week for you. I like to see that. You do have opportunity come your way, and it feels like you might not trust it. But when you've got the Fool there, it's like the universe saying, "Trust us. We got you back." Yeah. It does look like things are much better than you think, and you are stronger than you think. Even if you do not feel confident, fake confidence. Yeah. Because you are coming into something new, and it's got the Pentacles energy, and you've got the universe right there with you. So even if you don't feel strong and confident, trust the universe has got your back, and just fake confidence.
Next we have Lynette, who's also looking for spirit messages.
Spirit messages for friend Lynette. Okay, so your spirit is reminding you that you've got a lot more on the go, a lot more as far as skills and resources on the go. You have a lot more to offer than you think you give yourself credit for. And one thing they're saying is don't quit yet. Whatever you're thinking about walking away, don't quit. Turn around and stand your ground, and don't be afraid to compete, because you're favorably aspected to win the competition. So don't quit, fight.
Next we have Kara James, who wants to know about the rest of July.
Hard to believe it's less than 10 days, isn't it? Yeah. Well, yeah, 10 days.
11 days. Just remember your knuckles.
Yes. There's a silly poem that goes with it. I can't remember the poem, but I sure remember the knuckles.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, you're not old enough.
Yeah. Okay, Kara, the rest of July is it's the energies are going to be very chaotic. And we're talking for the next 11 days. It really is very chaotic, but it shows up as being positive for you. So you, even though you are being, although you're being asked to sacrifice, Spirit says you don't have to sacrifice, and that whatever calamity is happening around you is something that works in your favor. So when the universe throws you an opportunity, remember to catch it.
All right. Now we got Sean G, who's also looking for guidance for the week ahead.
All right. Sean G. Oh, I lost Sean.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Okay. So Sean G wants guidance for the week. What do the cards have to tell? Interesting. Okay, Sean, and it says that right now it's not the time for you to buy into whatever the latest gossip is. As a matter of fact, now it's a really good time for you to kind of shut out the voice of gossip and rumor and whatever crap is being thrown around verbally, because it says this is a good time for you to just put your nose to the grindstone and follow the rules and do what's expected of you. And then just shut everything out. Be very, yeah, nose to the grindstone. For it's giving me a 5 there, which sounds about right because it shows positively the 9 of points, which the 9 of points is saying, things could start going a lot better for you than you think. So this is a good time for you to just keep your nose to the grindstone and know that things are going to turn around in a positive fashion for you.
And now we have our moderator, Dorella.
Hello, Dorella.
When will the cancer be reaching out to me?
Dorella wants to know about cancer. Let's see. I'll make a habit of asking that question every week. Okay. Got it once, so you got, yeah. You got a week. But it's saying, you ask for time, it gives me a week. But they're also saying that even though you feel like you're getting what you want, go ahead and look the gift horse in the mouth. Because it's sort of like you're focused on the wrong things here, and you might be easily misled or manipulated. So, yeah, be aware of that. But within a week.
All right, Cindy C is next. Who wants to know about insurance issues this fall?
So, Cindy C, there we go. Any issues with insurance this fall? I don't know. Did you have insurance for the last fall? I'm so funny. Nobody appreciates my sense of humor. Okay, Cindy, but let's see if you've got issues coming up for the fall. I do understand what you're looking at there. Going to be insurance. Yeah. The way I look at it, you have been doing a lot of research into And when I see this guy, it says keep looking into it a little bit more. So you might find that things are changing pretty rapidly. So that's that. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you look into it. And I'm getting something about the citizenship of the people covered here. That might make a difference, which is strange, but it's there. Yeah. Even though it's a little bit more effort, you'll find something that actually is better than what you had now, and something that kind of fills, that kind of checks all the boxes for both you and your spouse. So cards say keep looking, you'll find the right insurance. It's there.
Okay. Next, we have Olivier Vergara.
Hello.
What do my spiritual guides want me to know this week?
Let's see.
Well, I know one thing about Olivier. She uses more words than she needs to.
That's okay. Well, at university, I used to say some professors weigh by the pound, grade by the pound.
Grade by the pound. Yeah. I have heard of that, yes.
Let's see. All right, so what your spirit guide wants you to know for this week is that be observant. You know who to trust and who not to trust. It feels like there's this idea of trust and who's going to help you when you get a little bit unbalanced. And so if somebody has not been helpful before, or if somebody has been deceitful or anything like that, don't count on that person for help. Because the one thing you don't want to do is try and get help from the Knight of Swords. Not when you're feeling a little not when you're feeling a little out of balance and a little out of sorts. But it does say that you do have plenty of people around who are in your court, who are there to help you. So I think you're doing really well. Just whoever you would ordinarily contact, you kind of know better than to do that.
And our next question is from Forever. Will the people in my area buy my resin products?
Well, you do have some really good ideas. I can see that. I think you might be a little bit new because they're showing that you need to work on the clarity, which is really, really, really important. And I also feel like you need to look at selling online.
And I feel like you're late to the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like this is something you've been practicing too long, and the problem is that instead of making the same mistake over and over again, you need to do a little bit of research and trust what you're being told. Yeah, because there's a good resource here, but you might be pouring it out. Yeah. Okay. So you do have. It looks like you haven't had success in the past, but there's still something very good here to focus in on. So keep moving ahead. Give it about 3 months. I really, really, really feel like going to the internet will work very well for you. There's this whole thing about the phases of the moon coming around. So the moon's about 4 weeks. So give it 3 or 4 weeks. Look for things to turn around. But while you're doing that, look for ways to make your product better.
this is where Sally shuffles her deck and picks 3 cards for you to choose from.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Pick a Card for the week beginning July 20th. And so you know how that goes. You pick card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. So which one is it this week? Is it card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 1, then your card for the week is Page of Coins. The page, a student, a messenger, even a young person, but this is somebody who has a message about money. You notice that he's carrying a big coin. This is a good week for you to keep your ears open, your ears peeled. Look for opportunities to make more money. And trust the sources that usually approach you. You do have some good advice and some good opportunities coming this way for money. New ideas. Did you pick card number 2? If you pick card number 2, then your card for this week is the 3 of Cups reversed. And you know, cups are about love, the huggy, kissy, all the warm and fuzzy stuff, all the emotional stuff. And the fact that it's pouring out, the fact that it's reversed says it's pouring out a bit. And I feel like this is a good week to reestablish friendships. You know, you may have let go a little bit too long. And you don't have to worry about friends turning you away, they won't. But you should get a hold of people you just kind of put on the back burner. It's been long enough. Well, the fact that it's around it all says there's happiness to embrace, and of course we all should embrace happiness. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then your card for the week is 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords could be, you know, it's a card that kind of puts everybody on their back heels, because it is a card that talks about restless night. It talks about the lack of sleep. It talks about worrying about somebody else, worrying about a problem that you really can't fix. And so this is a good week for you to, first off, meditate. It's a good week for you to try not to, try not to stress about things you cannot fix. And I know that's easier said than done. That's your challenge this week. You know, my friend Rob, the astrologer, used to say that worry is negative prayer. And I think this is a good week for you to disallow negative prayer in your life. It's a good week for you to be involved in things that are new and fresh. Thank you so much. Have a great week.
And we're back to our regular scheduled program of entertaining ourselves. Our next victim is Blue Snapper, who's looking for messages.
Okay. Well, let's see what the cards have. I say, Snapper. The cards say that recently you've turned a corner on something. You've been in a situation that's been tense and maybe a little and I'm getting the word brief. So you've come out of this emotionally unpleasant situation to now being looking forward. And I like to see that. So remember, you can't do what's behind you. You can't turn the hands of time backwards. You can only move forwards. And this is a really good time for you to focus in on the path ahead. Yeah, it does say that you've let some of your, whether it's telephone messages or emails, you've kind of let your messages fall behind a little bit. So it's a good week for you to catch up on your communications. Yeah, this week I know it does say this is a week for you to be busy. This is a week for you to, go out there and be active. So that's what cards have to say for you.
Okay. Next, we have MBBST, who's asking the same question they asked last week. Will I have my own brand? I'm not sure why you think the answer this week is going to be any different. But, let's see what the cards have to say.
Okay, so. And if you're not, will I have my own brand? And that just feels like it's your own choice. Yeah, it's saying you've already planned it out. It's up to you to take that next step ahead. And yeah, there's going to be a learning curve there. But if you don't take a step forward, you're going to fail for sure. And even if you do take a step forward and fail, you can always pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. So this is not a time for you to just sit and worry. It's time for you to do. The cards are assuring me that you've got a good start here. You are going to have to make some changes, and I know that you don't want to hear that. You want to hear that, oh, I'm going to go out there and it's going to be successful right away. No, you're going to have a few missteps, but if you want your brands to get out there, you got to go ahead and make your missteps and move forward that way. Yeah, it is a learning experience. Do it. Get out there, get your name out there by September, and if you fall down, get back up again. You've got people who will help you and who will support you.
All right, who is next? BIA. How is Wanja feeling towards me? Why don't you go ask them? No, seriously, quit bothering us with that kind of crap. Just go ask them. Wendy, hi there. Why doesn't E show up for a meeting? Uh-oh, were you jilted?
Ruh-roh. Let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. Yeah, that meeting was about more than just emotional stuff. Yeah, there is the emotional side of this outweighs the material side of that meeting. It's kind of like, no, I was too stressed to do it. I was worried about going there. Yeah. It's up to you to decide what you want to do going forward. But the Hanged Man reminds us that you might not want to put your pride on the line. You really need to think about what you're sacrificing, what you're giving of yourself before you go forward with this. It might be a good time for you to consider somebody else to partner with.
Okay, how we got next there? Mayar, how does Amir feel about me? I'm going to tell you the same thing I told BIA. Ask him. Andrea H. Should I stay with the Aquarius? I just found out a family member is not well and they aren't emotionally available even for me. I'm not quite sure what that second sentence has to do with the question.
Yeah. So we're sorry for the second part.
Yeah, everybody's got family problems. That's just the way it is with families. But let's focus on the Aquarius and why he's not with you.
Okay, so what's going on with the Aquarius? That little guy keeps showing up in that position over and over again. All right, so as far as the Aquarius, should I stay with the Aquarius I'm with? You've already given a year of your life, and the card's saying, it's up to you, but there isn't going to, nothing's going to change because there's something in this relationship that's really a stressor for you, and so I'm saying that if you stay with him, that stressor is not going to go away. It's going to stay there. And that Three of Wands is there to remind you this is a good time for you to focus in on what's going on in your own life. So it feels like you might be um, putting too much emotional energy into this and not paying attention to the opportunities that are directly in front of you.
Andrea H., what does your sick family member have to do with the Aquarius?
Yeah.
Are you just using that as an excuse to not deal with your relationship? Haifa, what are Ben Hamadi's intentions after last night? Ooh, now that sounds spicy.
Yeah. Sounds like we might have had a little consummation there. Sorry. I hope I'm not being too disrespectful.
Well, considering how Western those two names are,
Yeah.
you might be.
Yes. And I'm really sorry if I was disrespectful there. Let's see what.
She's really not.
Well, I am in the sense that I would never want to be insensitive, culturally insensitive. But you know, I'm got two left feet when it
Oh,
comes to
see,
that.
that's just such American guilt.
You know,
Like the Americans always act like no other races are racist, and it's just not true.
okay, so as far as this relationship, I've got some pretty nice cards. You know, you haven't realized everything yet, but you have, you know, as far as the relationship goes, there's some good grounding here. There's a good start. So be patient because he is looking at you with the right feelings and the right eyes. I just feel like it's going to go a little slower than you would intend it to. And that's just the way he is. It doesn't mean that he doesn't care for you. He does. Very much. Just one of those guys you're going to have to take your time.
All right, Nancy Ray, it's your turn to move out of Oklahoma next year, perhaps. Let's see what the cards say.
Oh, geez. I lost her again.
Not too far down.
Too far down.
So let's see, now you're going up.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There you go.
There she is. There she is.
We found Nancy Ray.
Okay, so Nancy Ray wants to move up Oklahoma. Sooner State. All right.
I think they're shuffled.
I think they are too. I just have to wait until I get the right shuffle. All right.
He said,
uh yeah. Okay, it feels like for whatever reason you feel stuck there right now. And it's almost like you need a bomb to go off to kind of free you of whatever's got a hold of you here in Oklahoma. But you want to know, am I going to blow this popsicle stand? Yeah. And you say next year? Well, I wish it was sooner than that, but yeah, next year it feels like that's how long it's going to take you to deal with whatever crap you have to deal with to get out of Oklahoma.
and next we have Brother Chris, who is concerned about his co-host. How are they going to fare? What's going on with that situation?
Yes. Okay. So. Let's see. Okay, so as far as your co-host goes, one thing that I get is I think this is financial more than anything else, but it feels like she's gotten out of balance a bit. Either that or just not able to make the plans she wants to make. Um, oh yeah, but she's gotten some good news lately. Look at that, you got the Four of Wands, so everything's kind of coming together. So maybe she doesn't have to face this alone. Coming up ahead, yeah, yeah, it looks like whatever's happened has really gotten her family more on board and more helpful in a sincere way. Yeah, I like the direction. It's better than where she was.
Carrie Ann is next. Who wants some general cards? What's coming up in love? Love, love, love.
Okay.
Lust, lust, lust.
Okay, Carrie Ann. That's an old song too. Oh no, it's not Carrie Ann, it's Marianne. Never mind.
Actually, no, I think there is one, but it's a soul song.
Oh, okay.
Like Motownish.
Yeah, yeah.
Spelled with a C, though.
Okay, Carrie Ann. Okay, right now, I think that when it comes to things that are emotional, you should give it a rest for a little while. So it's sort of like you're not going to get what you need there. Just, but give it time. That feels like give it time. But this is a really good idea. This is a really good time for you to focus in on more bread and butter issues. You know, like is there a way to get a permanent job or something along those lines? Is it the cards saying this is time for you to focus on career and your options going forward? As far as the emotional, it feels better to give it a bit of time.
Next, we have Rosie's Fairies, who's all of a sudden shy. Will anything fun happen with Damien before we leave town? Why are you leaving that up to him?
Okay.
You know, guys are clueless.
And I'm so interested now. I'm so titillated. Okay, so Rosie's Fairies and Damien. Ooh.
Rock on.
R&D. Okay. Rosie's Fairies and Damien. Now, you did send him an invite. Yeah, and I think that's just where you should leave it because he's doing his own bit of healing here, and I just got a feeling, yeah, he may not be emotionally available right now. Yeah, but if you give it a few weeks, he's going through a healing period. So let that invitation stand because I think give it about 3 weeks and it comes back around. So yeah, you actually stand a chance with Damien. All you have to do is be a little patient right now.
And I say jump his bones.
Well, yeah, because this is somebody. Yeah, well, this is somebody who might appreciate it after he gets his poor heart fixed.
Let's buy some duct tape.
Yes, and as far as talking about things about the heart, I hope you all notice I have a very pretty pendant here, and that was an anniversary gift from my loving husband. So I want to say thank you.
Woo!
Yes.
We're out of questions.
Well, we're almost out of time.
We are almost out of time.
Yes.
So you don't have to shuffle.
Whoops. But I want to thank everybody who came and saw us at the market on Friday. We were an outside market, and it was a lot of fun. It's the first time I've done an outside market. There was all kinds of trouble setting up the tent. one of the legs had to be fixed with a cooler because it wouldn't come down. And then we got dinged for not having sufficient weights. So Ollie went to get.
So I went out and got 160 pounds of sand.
Yes, and the best part about it is we were in the middle of setting up, and he drove away with all of our merchandise.
I did?
You did. And so we had to sit there on our thumbs waiting for him to get back so we could finish setting up.
Well, you should have mentioned that. You know, it's not like you didn't have to phone to text me.
This is true. I think.
And
No, I didn't, because my phone was in my jacket, and the jacket was in the
yeah, and they were a little backed up there at the builder's yard. Yeah, well, you know, it was a Friday evening, and so there was a whole lot of people getting supplies for the weekend project.
Oh, the weekend warriors.
There's no questions. You can leave the cards down.
I love shuffling my cards.
Well, why don't we just wrap it up?
Okay, we are going to wrap it up. Now just look for in the future for me to make announcements about rune classes coming up, and I am going to teach a course on reading a crystal ball. Okay, so thank you everybody for tuning in, and I hope to see you again next week for our next episode of Psychic Sundays Live.